welcome back to Beast Mode Camping. My buddy Pang told me that I need to tell you guys how I build my steaks. You know, I've had a lot of people over my house and eating steaks. I eat steaks probably 3 to 4 days a week. I don't do it 7 days a week, but because I eat a lot of sausage too, and hamburgers. But on my steaks, literally had people tell me, "Oh my God, Tony, how'd you make this thing?" So I'm gonna give up my secrets right here today. Normally, I don't buy super fancy steaks, but for today I am. And I know Pang, he wants to see the real steaks. That'll be in a future video, those little $2 steaks, the best $2 steaks you've ever had. But in this one, we're gonna go with a Nolan Ryan. Now, this one's boneless strip. Normally, you know, get a porterhouse or a filet. That's a good one. But today I'm going with this one. So I don't have all my supplies with me because I even left my fork and knife at the house this time. Don't ask how I did that. So I'm gonna be jabbing it with this thing here. It's okay. It's for my Wheeler set here. And I'm not even gonna cook this at first. I'm gonna prep it and put it back in the ice chest for a while I let it marinate. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm gonna put all the holes in it. Any chefs out there, don't come over here trying to tell me you never want to poke holes in your steak or anything. And I don't know if they're gonna say that or not, but I poke holes because when you see the next step, I want all these spices in and throughout here. And this could be the difference when, you know, my sister Jenna, she said she tried doing it after she had mine and it didn't turn out quite the same. I wonder if she forgot this step. But, so, I'm gonna poke a whole bunch of holes in here. Look at that. It's just a whole mess of holes. Flip it over and let's do the same thing. This is gonna tenderize it, but the biggest thing is it's gonna get all my spices down in there. You know, and I would say even you vegetarians need to give this a whirl. I got in a discussion the other day with a vegetarian because I posted a video of jokingly me killing a squirrel. I'd never kill a squirrel. My Uncle Ben might, but he thinks they're tree rats, but I don't. I think they are extremely agile creatures. These things are awesome. However, I posted a video, made it look like I killed and ate a squirrel. No, I didn't do that. But some vegan posted and said, "How dare you post a video making something like this?" And my response was, you know, I think, you know, they said something about squirrels being sentient creatures and stuff, but I think trees also are. So there's that. They just run at a much slower pace than we do. Let's get back to the steak. First spice we're doing is Lowry's seasoned salt. If you don't know what this stuff is, you guys need to get it. So instead of regular salt, I'm using this. And look, I'm putting quite a bit on there. And don't ask why, just follow my steps, but I don't put all the spices on one side, flip it and do the other spices. I like to take my time and do spice, side, all right? And again, pushing it down into those holes. That's definitely enough. Next step we're gonna do is McCormick's Montreal steak. This stuff is delicious. And you got to make sure you get a lot of it on there. You know, I just kind of bury it in there. And also, you salt and pepper dudes, don't come in here telling me all you need for a good steak is salt and pepper. Now I am, as you guys know, I am pretty barbaric in most aspects of my life. But when I'm prepping the steak, I want some spices in here. I want some flavoring. I also love Tabasco. Not on a steak, but flip that bad boy over. See, my holes are closing up, so I'm going to go ahead and pop a few new ones in here. And again, these are just so the spices go way deep in here. And also, if you come into my comments section talking about I don't know how to build a steak, do me a favor. Build a steak just like I'm doing, and then comment. Don't just come in and chef reactions to me. And again, you got to push it in there. This is the love part. You got to build your steak with love. So this is where we're at so far. And the next steps are really sauces. So I heard someone the other day say they used some Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce, but they had only done it because they couldn't find the other stuff. I think it was Heinz or something. I don't know. I'll tell you, spend the extra like 42 cents or whatever it is to get a bottle of this. I've tried other ones. I don't know if I like them as much. The consistency, the flavors, like when I'm looking for Worcestershire sauce, I'm not looking for ketchup mixed with something. However, the bad news is I can't use this today because this was in my camping gear and hasn't been back in the fridge in like 6 months, maybe a year, and I'm maybe a little afraid to use it. It's been in my hot garage and everything. You guys let me know in the comment section if you think it's okay to use. I'm not going to use it today because I don't want the diarrheas, but so I picked this up. This is Clover Valley Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to give it a whirl today. I got this at the dollar store just on the way up here because I noticed that I was like, oh no, I forgot my spices and had to stop off. So we're going to try this out. How do you even open this? I did hear that Worcestershire sauce was like aged in like these barrels and for like 100 years or I don't know, something stupid. Let's see if this thing has a cap on it. Yeah, it does. Dollar store Worcestershire. A little salty. I don't put too much on there. You saw about how much I did. Just enough to cover it. I'm gonna push it in. I know it's liquid, but I'm gonna push it in a little bit here. Flip it over. Give it the same treatment. Now normally at this point I would put 3 to 4 drops of some smoke seasoning on it. Just 3 to 4 drops per side and let that soak in. However, I'm camping today. I've already got fire. I've got some oak going on the fire. We're gonna see if that works as well or better. But we're gonna do it right over the fire here in a little bit. But the first thing, I'm gonna let this simmer. I'm gonna put it in a freezer bag and put it back into the ice chest for a few hours, and then we'll be right back. So with the power of editing, we'll see you in just a second. All right, so we're back. It's been about 6 hours. You can tell the sun's peeked out a bit. I got my hat on and some sunglasses. But look at that. A couple drips coming off of it. But that is a fine chunk of meat. Like I said, Peng really wanted me to do the $2 steak. That'll be in a future video. But right now, we're gonna get into this guy. Had time to get the fire and coals going. Let's go ahead and put the griddle on there. Let's check this. Put that right on the fire. We're gonna let that heat up to about 1,000 degrees, maybe 2,000. I don't know yet. It's gonna be on there for a minute. Well, let's talk a little bit about those $2 steaks. So there's a pack of steaks. I think it's like 4 for $7.50 or something like that. They're these little bitty things, but they are delicious. The next video, we're gonna have those, and literally, if you make these at home following my recipe, you guys are gonna see that you don't want any big thick steak anymore. Now, today, I do want you to follow along. Either follow along or try it in a future video before you comment, "Whoo-wee, this is getting warm." I'm gonna burn my pants. So either follow along or do it afterwards, but try out this recipe. Again, have it marinated. Man, if you marinate it overnight, that's even better. But again, I'm camping right now. I wish I would have marinated this before I left the house, but this thing's gonna be delish. I think that thing's probably heated up a good bit now. Go ahead and put it on the fire, see what happens. Maybe I need to be on the other side of the fire so you guys can watch this bad boy cook. Oh, geez. All right, so let's talk about this. So there's rare, medium. I can probably go, Kevin, I know you're around that rare type, maybe even medium rare. I want to know in the comments how you like your steak, but I heard you're nasty. I like mine more medium well. You know, the texture, not so much the flavor as the texture when it's cooked on rare. Sunglasses. Having a steak go to rare, man, the texture is just not there for me. You know, the texture on the opposite end with it well done, that's not there for me either. It's not near as bad as it is when it's rare. But that medium, to be honest, medium well, got great flavor, and I love a good char. In fact, I almost whipped out the skillet, because a cast iron skillet, you get that thing about 1,000,000 degrees and slap a steak in it, and that thing, it's gonna get that nice char on it. Look at this, got a little bit of flame over there. That might hit a little bit of char, but hitting it with a cast iron skillet is absolutely amazing. Some people say they'd prefer their steaks grilled like this, but I'm at a bit of a quandary here. You definitely get more searing on a cast iron skillet. This thing's almost about ready to flip, or at least move away from that fire that's attacking it there. Let me give that a move. After I take a quick pull off this sody pop. Campfire grilling. Ooh-wee. This thing's 1,000,000 degrees. May need to get my gloves out. Ooh. Nah, we'll be all right there. Does look like the bottom is getting a good treatment to it. Probably a little more than I like, but man, this fire is so hot. I'm feeling it right here. I'm 3 feet away from it. That sun keeps poking out, and it's kind of making me a little mad because we're in February. I like it to be cold. The other day, or excuse me, the other night, Got down to about 29 degrees, and now it's like 50, but I'm still in my my thermals because who knows, 5 minutes from now it could be super cold. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a flip. It's been a few minutes. Oh, oh! Oh! I'm in for a treat. I don't know about you guys. I can already tell you now. It's been on there, what, 4 minutes? Maybe 5? Gave it a nice little flip. The bad thing is, I'm gonna have to eat this with plasticware. Yeah, I said plasticware. I left my magware at the house. I've got this little tackle box, like ketchup, mustard, and stuff in it. Not even ketchup. I don't even like ketchup, except on a good steak. But let me run over and grab my utensils. All right, so a lot of times I'm out here like eating with my fingers or something, but my hamburgers, right? My fork broke, so it only has 3 prongs on it. I think it should still be fine. I'm gonna use one of my good cooking knives. Chop that bad boy up. Look at that. You love it. Let's go ahead and take this off. See what it looks like. Then we'll talk about the sides. I'm just gonna split this right in half so I can show you guys what I'm dealing with here. Tell you what, using sunglasses on this, so much better. Although the outside looks amazing. I know I'm gonna end up messing this one up because you guys are probably gonna say, Tony, that is done right there. But you know, Tony likes it just... Yeah, I did talk in a third person for a second there, just a second. I don't like to do that. If I was Dwayne Johnson, I might say, Tony doesn't like it like that. But this is gonna go on another, with the tops looking pretty good. I'm gonna go like 3 minutes on the bottom, 3 minutes on the top. Kevin, I know you're gonna be like, why are you doing it more? You like that? Let me get a little bite of this actually before I put it back on. Possibly ruin it. Oh, there goes my fork. That was stupid. My fork broke off in my steak. I do like it, but I like it cooked a little more. Look at that. We've got some napkins. And actually now that I've got it cut, I'm kind of cheating because I can see like how well it is, right? So I'm gonna leave it on there. I'm thinking 3 on the bottom, flip it, another 2, maybe 3 on the top, and that'll give me a nice well done. However, I am worried that that sear on it, I think I need to move it this way a little bit because that fire is kind of attacking it more than I'd like. Dump my steaks into the fire. Let's see if I can do it. Don't dump the steaks. Okay. Right there. Looks nice and even. There's no fire attacking it. Should be good to go. So tell me in the comments how you like your steaks and why. And do you put any sauce on them? I know I'm going to hear a whole bunch of people saying salt and pepper. That's it. It's okay to be wrong though. Oh man, it's starting to bake out here. Oh, dog. That is way too burnt. I'm gonna eat it though. So even at that altitude, fire was much too harsh for that flimsy little chunk of meat. A lot of people only bring hot dogs and hamburgers out to camp, but man, I like to do steaks, shredded beef, fajitas, beef fajitas. Do some pork sausage. Love sausage. Ooh, that thing looks done. Get that off there before it turns into a piece of magma. I'm gonna cut it up a little bit just for you guys. Hope my fork lasts. Let's see here. Oh, Nelly. You know, hooey. Let's see it off the burnt piece, because this one, man, it's still got quite a bit. That's like a Chloe cut there. Ooh, that's more my style right there. Let's see it again. See how easy that thing does? Oh. What do you guys think? Too done? I mean, with my sunglasses on, you can see a big red thing right there. Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna look for some ketchup to put on here, and I'll be right back. I know I said I'll be back in a little bit, but I don't think you guys understand. Look, even though right here it looks like it's burnt, man, this thing, look at all that juice right there. This thing is just so juicy. Look. There's juice all over my mouth. It's probably getting in my hair, in my beard. It might be good for my beard. Those three. Oh, it's even smoky too. Told you guys to get that smoke if you're gonna cook it at the house. See, look at that piece, like that. That's the way Chloe likes it, kind of barely dead. Listen, normally I don't, but you know, I may have oversalted it. I think I may have, maybe I didn't. I don't know, but this is the juiciest steak I've had in a long time. Hey, thanks for joining me, everyone. That steak was delicious. I'm not even going to tell you to like and subscribe. Do it if you like. But I'll tell you what, if you like this type of content, there's plenty more coming up. See you guys next week. Have a good one.